righty, happy Monday. One more time. Here we are again, Jim.
We're up. Yeah, hey,
Here we
folks. It is Monday. It's 9. I was going to say it's early, but it's 9:08. But for us, this is the end of the work day, or for me, it is.
Yeah, my eyes are starting to get a little heavy.
Yeah, are you doing a noon show today?
No, Courtney Bunting will be on the noon today.
Okay, good for you. Yep. Well, I'm going to talk about a pretty good stretch of weather as far as temps anyway. I'm going to have a little rain chance on the coast the next few days. I'm not seeing a bunch, but you guys around the sounds to the beaches, it's a vague term, the coast, but generally when my brain says coast, I'm thinking Highway 17 eastward. So the sounds to the coast, a few showers around the next few days. Most of us dry though, despite some clouds in and out of here. Although right now I'm seeing some sunshine outside the studio.
Yeah, maybe it'll warm it up a little bit. It was chilly this morning.
We'll be near 80. We'll be in the upper 70s.
Yes.
Chilly, Merritt. It was 63.
I keep saying that.
Were you shivering this morning?
I was pretty cold, I'm not going to lie.
Well, yeah, for those of you a little more sensitive to the cooler air, the mornings will be chilly. It's hard for me to say that, but those low 60s the next few days. I'll dig into that in the 8 day just a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, we've got one police department here in the east. He was starting to use body cameras. Our Haley Hollander spoke to the Jacksonville Police Department, so we'll let her take that away. So some good news there.
In the past, Jacksonville officers had in-car cameras. Now, after testing the Axon body cam 4s for the last month or so, they'll have body cameras instead. You might not see it right away, but you'll be able to hear it when it starts recording.
Beeps are very loud, so everybody knows that it's recording. That's for the citizen and for the officers as well. They have to hit that additional button just so recordings aren't accidentally stopped during interactions.
55 total cameras are joining the Jacksonville Police Force, with priority going to officers who interact with the public to build trust and transparency.
Body-worn camera gives us a much more flexibility in capturing what an officer does day to day. And it puts it more towards building trust with our community because we are recording what transpires not only on traffic stops, but when we're doing case investigations as well.
And to document evidence.
We've received nothing but really good feedback from most of the officers, or from all of the officers, about the cameras. They're excited to have them, and it's just another item that we have at our disposal to gather evidence for criminal cases and also for transparency.
Something several citizens like Lynn Woodstaden are happy to see.
Level of protection for both of them, both the person wearing it and the person who's being dealt with. Like saying, you can't blame me for nothing. This is what happened.
The department also made sure that the cameras were comfortable and secure during the testing process. And Chris Funke also said that the transition has been very smooth. In Jacksonville, Haley Hollander, WITN News.
All right, so some good news there. Jim just mentioned it protects both sides, so a lot of people are super excited about that. And 55 new cameras rolled out on Monday. That's what we were told, so super exciting.
Yeah, you almost have to have them nowadays.
Yes,
to protect both the officers and the public on both sides, get everything recorded. There's no questions, there's no doubts. So yeah, good for them. Both sides of the equation on that one. All right, let's dig into the weather, and we're going to do a pretty quick little run through on the weather for you before we wrap things up. The tropical update, I'll tell you what, I haven't seen it this quiet in early to mid-September in a long time. Generally, no areas of development over the next few days. At least that's the way it looks right now. From Bermuda to the Bahamas, pockets of showers and storms, but no organized system. Pretty good winds aloft, putting the kibosh on development. Same thing into the Gulf, the Caribbean. That system last week that looked like a slam dunk to develop, it collapsed, fell apart. Model said, nope, nothing going here. So the Hurricane Center took it off the map. 0% development. That's that red cluster, that red area of showers and storms off to the east of the Antilles there, or a little left of the center of your screen there. That system right now, not expected to develop. We'll keep an eye on it just in case. Sometimes they'll kind of come back. But right now it looks good. Radar sweeps, nada. Rain off the coast, stays off the coast for the most part. Occasionally a shower may sneak onto the beaches the next few days, but we're talking about generally the Outer Banks, maybe to eastern Carteret County at times, and then from Columbia back towards maybe Bellhaven. And not much further inland than that. Air temp right now, yeah, upper 60s out the door. Those numbers will climb to a sub 80 degree high. That's nice, folks. 78 this afternoon. I put mostly cloudy. We may trend more to a mostly sunny sky as you get well inland later today. And look at the winds. Northeast at a solid 20. So a good stiff northeast flow rolling down the east coast and keeping those highs well below normal. Typically we hit 85, 86. Forget about it. 70s the next few days. The beaches, those upper 70s, same temp in the surf. Still some good beach days to be had. I know it's not a real warm temperature there, but no rain. Clouds break a bit at times. Watch that rip current risk on the Outer Banks. It is high today with 4 to 5 footers. And then offshore winds, Crystal Coast, knocks the surf down, pushes the water away, keeps the rip current risk low. Near 80 in the surf, still nice there. Just coming off a high tide, we'll come back to a low tide early this afternoon. Again, gusty winds, 10, 15 or so out of the northeast. Same thing tomorrow, still a solid northeast wind, 15, gusting 25. Those air temps will stay locked in the 70s until that northeast wind lets up. And I think that'll happen. Patriot Day, Thursday, Friday, and on into the weekend. Looks good. More sun than clouds. Highs still very comfortable, low 80s. What a weekend, really. Look at the lows there. Around sunrise each morning, as we get into the late week, we're at about 60 degrees, give or take. Nice, crisp, quiet starts with beautiful afternoons headed our way. And again, rain chances the next few days, generally under 30%, right on the coast, maybe at 30 or 40 as we get to the Outer Banks. Not much rain coming here over the next 8 days, Merritt, save those few coastal showers. All in all, pretty good forecast. Actually, for me, it's an excellent forecast. I'll take 80, 60 for a high, low every day of the week. That's what we'll have most of the week.
Well, if only we could have had this upcoming weekend's weather this past weekend, but maybe the people heading to Coastal Carolina for that next ECU game will really be able to enjoy it.
But at least the Pirates won big.
They did.
That took the heat out of the
Fingers crossed we have another one.
It was hot. It was in the low 90s. 90-degree days, there are not going to be a lot more of those from here on out. Autumn's right around the corner. We're 22nd, about 2 weeks away from the official start of autumn. And again, once we get into October, much cooler air rolling our way. It won't be long before we're talking about frost.
Looking forward to that.
Yep.
All right, well, we will be back tomorrow morning on WITN News at Sunrise, so we hope that you will join us then. But until then, have a good Monday, and we will see you tomorrow.
Take care.